I like to use the analogy of a whirlpool. My life was caught in this whirlpool. And if you look at a whirlpool, the outside is slowly moving and you're slowly getting pulled to the center. As horrible as this sounds, the birth of my son was probably the biggest catalyst to take me from that slow spin to the faster spin. There was no infidelity at that point, but certainly the thought was there. The emotional toll was beginning to weigh on me. Then a year later, my daughter was born, and I started traveling excessively at that point. I don't actually remember the very first infidelity itself. I don't remember the first affair. But what I do remember was unbelievable guilt and shame that was on me for months. You know, I was in my own world. I was trapped by just the guilt and shame. And then this association of the sex with the, emotional connection. So I was looking for emotional connection through sex, or at least the intent to look. There were so many times where I wanted to quit, right? But you don't realize that all of the weight of the shame and the guilt is dragging you deeper. So the best I could hope to do was just stay at the level I was. I never got out. February 8th, 2013. My kids are in school. I work from home, and my wife was home from lunch. And she came in, and I had finally decided that I wanted out of the marriage, that we were done. Not because of anything she had done, but because I couldn't do it anymore. The guilt and shame were just too much. I didn't want to ever have to tell her, so it was easier for me to leave than ever have to deal with and admit what my prior life had been. So she gets up and leaves. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just a wreck. And for the first time in my life, I legitimately said a prayer that was meaningful. And it was, and I remember exactly what I said. I said, God, I do not know if you're real, but I can't do this anymore. And at that moment, I felt it. For the first time in my life, I legitimately felt him. I had this unbelievable sense of peace come over me. So a month later, I finally built up enough courage, and I had to tell my wife. So I told her everything that had happened. Almost a year to the day after I had told her, she moved back into our bedroom. So she came back to our bedroom, and we had actually officially reconciled. And it's not to say that it was easy, but she actually said to me that she forgave me. The physical connection with another person, or even as ridiculous as it seems, even just the computer, right? The visual image of that physical desire became the point. It's replaced the emotional piece that was missing in my life. All of a sudden I realized the hole that was in me was a God-sized hole. This was what all of this stuff I was trying to have connections with other humans was never going to happen. It was not real. What I was missing was this God-sized hole in me. He absolutely came down to this earth for people like me and all of my failings and all of my faults. And he ultimately gave his life up on that cross for me.